It's the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you into Paycor Stadium on the riverfront here in Cincinnati. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going.
And we are underway from Cincinnati.
And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. Dad.
And they go play action now. Burrow. That's caught, Andre Yoshivas. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
Play action here on the first play from scrimmage. They want to see how the linebackers are going to react. Are they looking to stop the run? Or are they going to sit back in coverage? A really nice job there of going in attack mode early, and they pick up a quick first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Second and 9.
Gun. Dad.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 45-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of. Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
They go play action with Burrow. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, it would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high-percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Joe Burrow spotting T. Higgins for the touchdown there. And the Bengals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. But Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Eluding the pressure right. And he will get in to make it 8-0. Interesting. I mean, they're putting their foot on the gas here early, going for 2 to go up 8-0.
Well, after that drive, you have to believe that they thought to themselves, if we can do that, what's another 2 yards? Let's go get those and get 2 points as a result.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Throwing to start the drive. Allen setting up the screen for Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. And the slot man goes in motion left. Now Allen. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the 1st quarter. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Getting the ball is Cook running left. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
3rd and 12. Here's Allen to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 43. Allen. Right back to Cooper, and he got him again. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his...
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. James Cook, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bills have come back to make it a 2-point game.
The Bills are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
Allen going to audible to a different look. They'll try and throw for it. They'll roll him out right. And he'll get in to tie this game at 8. Well, it's definitely early enough here. They didn't need to go for 2. They didn't have to go for 2, but hey, they did. We're all tied at 8.
Is this one of those anything you can do, I can match? Because that's exactly what we got on that one. Neither one of these teams wants to give any ground, do they?
So 8-8 our score now as he'll send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now it's Burrow. Open man is Yoshivas. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
12.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Now a short one to Gesicki. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Flushed out right. This one complete to Yoshivas. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Burrow looking to pass. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Here we go.
Burrow will throw. This pass complete to Higgins. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow, escaping the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A final shot before half for Allen. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
All even through one half of football as we get back underway in quarter number 3. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
At their own 30-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
On play action, Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. Oh, some strong running. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Cook up the gut. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They run it again with Cook. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for Bengals TD. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summing onto the field as they'll go for 2. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Well, now how about this return? And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone. Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Now Allen. Here's a diving catch right side. And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. Cook. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now they run the sweep as Allen just pops this forward. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal. Allen going to throw. And caught by Cooper. Touchdown, Buffalo. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Bills are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th.
And a great example there of just getting the feet in a tough spot. It seems like every year these guys get better at this.
Well, I think the drills get better that they work on, training camp, off-season work, OTAs, but also a lot of these guys have dance backgrounds, ballet backgrounds, and they take that and carry it over to the football field.
A very important extra point there, up and good, and they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Khalil Herbert to return it from his end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. And some room to work. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 37 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Here we go, here we go. Eleven. Stop.
Now Burrow. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Throwing, Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Chase Brown from 17 yards out. And the Bengals answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and zero relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part one is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is...
And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Ty Johnson, one man to beat, and he's all the way in for the touchdown. No flags. And in the final stages of this game, they're an extra point away from tying us up. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Important extra point up and through, and we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
And this is one of those gotta-have-it drives. You can't start much better than that. Big yardage there. And just as important, he's able to get out of bounds. And now, that changes everything.
Burrow. He'll look underneath and finds Brown. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Gun.
Here's second down. Here's Burrow. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To throw, Burrow. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And I know they would have loved to have had a touchdown there to give them some cushion. But now, kick the field goal. Get the lead. Let your defense bring you home. Show some faith in those guys on the other side of the ball.
Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. That is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Here we go. First and goal.
11 MT. Here we go.
Brown. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front.
Here we go.
And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on second and third down here.
And this is going to be caught. He got it. It's a touchdown. Forget overtime. They're going to win the football game right now. Burrow and the Bengals offense staying put. They'll go for 2 here. Now they'll change things up.
11 MT, take.
Here we go with Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. That is intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. This is 1st and 10. Here's Allen. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
Here comes second down. Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, the it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on ESPN.